Welcome back to the My Player Save. We today look to get ourselves through to the semi-finals of the Champions League with a second leg against Benfica. The Premier League title fight is still alive, albeit holding on by the skin of its teeth. We're currently 6 points behind City and they have a game in hand. So we're praying that we can still challenge for the title, but it might be slightly out of our reach. We have a giant game coming up after this Benfica one. It's Liverpool at home, and then followed by another derby for Manchester United fans. It's Leeds at home as well. Not sure where the second leg will lead us in the Champions League. If we go out, then I'll be surprised. If we go through, I don't know where the semis will be drawn, but it probably won't be too long. We are, of course, mid-April, as you can see already. There's really not long left to go in the Premier League season, and depending on what you guys decide in the comment section with your feedback, we'll decide whether we potentially stay at Manchester United for another season or look to move on again in the summer, as we have done in every season so far, to try and keep the save fresh. Maybe the potential that only a handful of clubs could actually afford to buy me, however, because since our overall went up to 88 in the last episode, our market value has rocketed to £175.5 million. So, it's probably only 3 or 4 clubs that could probably afford to buy me in the first place, to be honest. We are 9 games away from a milestone 300. We are 9 goals away. 9 games away from a milestone 300. 9 goals away from a milestone quarter millennia. 241 goals scored. And we're 5 away from 100 assists as well. So, we might find ourselves breaking the 250 goal mark before the end of the season. We have 6 games to go in the Prem and at least 1, hopefully 3 games to go in the Champions League as a minimum as well. So we should hit 250 games by the end of this season, and hopefully in due course 250 goals as well. Of course, in the goal scoring stats, we find ourselves just 6th in the Champions League with 6 in 9. It's Dusan Vlahovic that leads the way. Last year in the Europa League at Lyon, we blitzed the competition. In the Premier League, however, we are running away with it. We've already equalled Mo Salah's 32 goal haul, and we're looking to better Alan Shearer's, and actually to be fair, shared with Andy Cole's 34 goal overall Premier League record. Of course, those goal-scoring antics were set when there was 42 games in a season, not 38, which is why Mo Salah's is the current record. 32 in 38, but we've 6 games to score 3 more goals, and hopefully we'll do that, even in just today's episode would be lovely. Starting, though, with Benfica, in a very, very fatigued side. Anthony, however, starts on the right-hand side. Wimmer starts on the left. And I'm not too sure why that is. Is it because someone's suspended or injured? Not that I'm aware of. We'll have a quick look at the squad hub. Perhaps just a little bit fatigued. It's, of course, normally Garnacho that starts on the left-hand side, but he's benched with Wimmer on the left and Anthony on the right. Technically, that should make us better because they're higher-rated players, so I'm not massively actually upset about that. But I think it's going to be a case of see this game through to the 60th minute-ish, ensure that we're in a great position to progress, and then rest ourselves for the game against Liverpool in 4 days' time. Let's go and get ourselves into the semi-finals of the Champions League and take it from there. As ever, please do drop the video a like if you're enjoying this save and looking forward to next season, regardless of whether that will be at Manchester United or elsewhere. But we're at a position now where we can really justify being a starter at any club. So I think we'll have to wait and see what happens on that front, but I might do a vote, but on that vote we'll be staying at Manchester United as well as potentially moving elsewhere. We'll wait and see. We'll go for the win the game, because I don't think the possession rate is going to be easily achievable, nor is the 9.0 rating. And at Old Trafford, all we need to do is not lose, and we're through to the semis of the Champions League. So let's just go and do it, shall we? Okay, consider it done. Moraes into Kaminsky. Benfica need a massive performance here away from home. I don't know if they have it in them. They did have a spell of massive pressure in that first leg, but Andreas Sheldrup scored a bloody worldie, as they very nearly did as I'm talking about it, to give us a 2-goal haul in that first leg. We got the assist for it, of course. Sheldrup's goal arguably eclipsed anything I've done in a Manchester United shirt. It's not quite as good as my overhead kick from the edge of the box, though, for England, certainly. Here's Diego Gonçalves as the Portuguese try and get themselves in front, but we've defended it very nicely indeed. And Sheldrick McTominay will link up to feed me. That was meant for Sheldrick. I've given it away, but it's ended up at Sheldrick's feet, and Anthony could play either of us through. He's still got many an option here, Anthony, and finds Wimmer. Mateus Nunes, Anthony again. I'm in a good position here if he can poke it to me, which he has done, and my effort ends up in the back of the net. That'll be 3-0 Manchester United, and from here, certainly, we could probably even take ourselves off at half-time and rest for the game against Liverpool, because there's not a chance in hell that Benfica are turning round a 3-goal scoreline. Alsnes nicely through the gap there to Diego Gonçalves. There's no reason why Benfica can't score a goal or two in this game, but I certainly don't see them getting 3 to take it to extra time, or 4 to actually win outright. I'm going to play this in front of Anthony. He literally has the half to himself now. He's not sprinting though. Run, Anthony, please run. I'll get it inside. He's going to try and help it on, and he's ballsed it up. Why did he not sprint when I played him through? If you actually open the taps there, mate, you are in behind and uncatchable. Diallo with a through ball. Here's Kaminski looking to square it, but Gallardo comes out to it. 10 minutes to go till half-time. We could have raced away and had another one there. But thankfully, they didn't score on the counter-attack. We'll stay at 3-0. Out wide. And Wimmer helps it on nicely, actually, to Andy Robertson. And Manchester United could be in here. He's gone for a back heel. That's not fucking worked either. But we still won the ball back. Sheldrick to me. Good save by Marit Rodak in goal for Benfica, the former Fulham man. Trying to keep us out continually, but he's conceded 3 over 1.5 legs so far. And I have a funny feeling there might still be goals to come for this Manchester United side in this second leg. I will take myself off at half-time. It seems rather pointless to just waste even more stamina, especially when there's an 89 rated Victor Osimhen ready and able to come off the bench to take my place. Right, shoot this time, Anthony, please. He's offside anyway, so even if he had scored, it wouldn't bloody count. So there's the half-time whistle. That's 1-0 Manchester United on the night, thanks to moi. 3-0 on aggregate, thanks to Andreas Sheldrick. So at half-time here, I'm actually just going to request the substitution and take myself off. Leipzig won it up against Juventus, actually, in their leg. I shall request the sub and will be substituted off here at half-time. Presumably, it's Victor Osimhen coming on in my place. Indeed it is. New number 11. Hasn't had many an outing so far, but I'm happy enough to come off the pitch with the situation as it is. I won't sim the rest. We will watch the rest, just in case the game does a madness. Because sometimes quick simming can provide a madness. But there probably won't be too much to bring to you now from the second half. If there is, I shall show you it. If there's not, then, well, I may well just jump straight to the game against Liverpool. On YouTube, it'll happen in the blink of an eye. For us, live on Twitch, it might take 5 to 10 minutes. I wouldn't mind if the manager took a couple more players off, to be honest. Diallo's in the box here, and Benfica might get one back if he can find the ball square, which he has done, and they have found one back. It's Joaquin Correa. It's 1-1 on the night. They do still need 2 more to take it to extra time, though, and it's taken them over 150 minutes to score 1. So I don't think in the next 35 they'll score 2 more, but stranger things have happened in a game of football, so we won't rule it out. Diallo, through ball is there, looking for David Neres, who's going to have the legs to get to it. Benfica are in, and that's why we like Gallardo. Giant save. If they pull that back to 2-1 and 3-2, you're a little bit worried about the rest of the game. Peter Musa is coming off the bench for Benfica now. He tore me ragged on Football Manager with Wolves, but hopefully we keep him quiet here on FIFA. Had the capability, the possibility to make 5 substitutions in the 3 windows, and I really wish he had done, considering how tired everybody is in the team. Pulling the ball about quite nicely here, though. McTominay to Wimmer. Amad Diallo off the bench, and we'll seal it. That was actually a very well put together goal. Manchester United 2, Benfica 1. Man United 4, Benfica 1 on aggregate. We'll see that again, actually. Lovely little footwork. I think actually Wimmer just had a heavy touch, but Amad Diallo took the initiative, took the ball off him, and fires it into the back of the net. We're going to the semis of the Champions League. Zevic, Musa, tackled, not fouled. Final whistle goes. Semi-final of the Champions League is on the way. Fans in this Stretford end absolutely loving life. Who we have in that semi-final remains to be seen. Leipzig were 1-0 up at half-time in their game, but I can't recall what the score was, and it ends 1-0 as well, but I don't know what the first leg result was. So we'll find out in due course. My manager favour actually drops slightly there, but that's not a problem. We're still in the starting lineup and will be for the game against Liverpool. So Juve are actually through after winning their away leg by 2-0. Chelsea, Real Madrid and Manchester City, Borussia Dortmund are both locked at a draw after their first legs. They'll play either the next week in game, although probably on this Wednesday that we're pushing through now. And we have an activity through to the next round of the Cup, I imagine. Yes, winning the stage of the tournament will praise the team spirit. I can't really get all egotistical there because I only played half a game, didn't I? Albeit that half a game I did score in, but still, Man City's still not played that game in hand in the Premier League, which is annoying. Do we know then who we have in the semi-finals yet? We do. It's Real Madrid. Yikes. So Real Madrid away and then back at home. And that will be the first leg, at least, tomorrow. In fact, both legs tomorrow. Real Madrid, Burnley, and Real Madrid again. Polar opposites. Right, Manchester United versus Liverpool is the next one for us here, though. And again, quite a tired team. So objectives for this one. Just 3 passes in the opponent's half. That seems pretty straightforward to me. 3 boosted to 5, obviously. But still, if we're going to put together a decent result here, then we're going to need to be quite heavily involved in the offensive play, aren't we? I don't think I'll be taking myself off in this one. This is one of the biggest games of the season, although against Leeds is also quite a sizable one for Manchester United fans. This is quite the move so far. I don't think Liverpool have touched the ball yet, and we might end up scoring. We won't, because Pau Torres is the man found by Wimmer, unfortunately, in the middle. Darwin Núñez turns spectacularly well, then feeds in Luis Diaz, and Liverpool look dangerous themselves going forward now. A side that we could have signed for but didn't because their squad was pretty average in certain areas. It does seem like they've improved since we looked at their squad for a potential vote in the summer. Although there certainly are areas that are lacking. They still have Adam Lewis there at left back and he's definitely still in the mid-60s. So we'll try and keep play on this right-hand side if we can. Play me. Thank you. I'm going to dart inside to beat the defender. Look to bend it in the corner. And Alisson's going to make a very good save to ensure that we don't take an early 1-0 lead. Some support though, please. I've got 2 defenders here with me. There is that support. Sheldrup. Bernard found. It's going to be 3 of us in the middle here. I'll just drop a bit to try and work the angle, but it's actually not going to work the angle because Pau Torres read my change of positioning and adjusted himself accordingly. Oh, Esteves gets a good block on that. I try and put pressure on Alisson, but he's not to be phased and Trent will work it away. It's all Manchester United so far though. If you don't score in a game like this when your spell of possession and pressure is at its best, then expect the opposition to make you pay for that later in the game. Like now, Núñez tackled well by Robertson, the former Liverpool man. This would be a hell of a fixture for him if this were the scenario in real life, wouldn't it? Robertson forward to Garnacho. Looking for me. Alejandro will go again and we'll lift it and time it so he's onside. He's nodded it inside there to McTominay, who's been outmuscled, unfortunately, by Pau Torres. Pressure on the goalkeeper, though. He's picked out Castello Jr. Garnacho will find me. I'll look for McSauce. I don't know why he's played a pass there, McTominay. I played him one-on-one in the box, and he's looked to play a pass instead. That shows you the lack of attacking intelligence in his particular instance, or is it just overall gameplay stuff? Probably that one. Never mind. Still 0-0 here. Pascal Struijk across here to Paqueta, but Bernard puts the tackle in. And still, Liverpool can't muster anything offensively. We're trying to muster something offensively, but my teammates keep letting me down. I'm a long way off there. Now I'm on. Keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running. Wimmer. Oh, nearly found the run of Núñez, but Alisson cuts it out. He's tried to find me there. I didn't call for it. Jeez, Darwin's got to square that, surely. Luis Diaz is waiting to get played in. A bit greedy from the Uruguayan. See if that costs them. Or from the set piece, are they just going to score anyway? They might. McTominay does well to get rid of that. And I'm just going to push on here. Núñez will find me. Sheldrup's going to make his run. Oh, what a challenge from Esteve. Fans calling for a foul, but I think it was just a genuinely really impressive challenge. We were away there. Whether Sheldrick would have gotten on the end of my pass or not is a different matter, but it looked like we were trying at least to get him in 1-on-1 with a half to himself. That didn't work with Anthony against Benfica. It might well have not worked here. 0-0 at half-time. Are City playing this particular match day? We're not sure. I don't think so. So we'll wait and see what happens at the top of the table, but it's rather understandable that we would very much like to win this game if possible, please. I'm gone. Nice ball. Sheldrick will get forward with me. It's just a matter of, can I find him? The answer is yes. I've told him to shoot. He'll set up Nunez, who does shoot himself and finds the bottom corner. Seems to be the celebration of choice at the minute. Mateus Nunez buries it, and we couldn't have asked for a better response at half-time. We lead by 1-0. We asked for a win in this game, and Mateus Nunez might just have delivered it. Brilliant first-time hit on his left foot. I'm at risk of being subbed out, apparently. Okay. I think that'd be a bit harsh, but if you want to, Mr. Manager, you are more than welcome to, Mr. Ten Hag. It's a nice interception from the defender, but it's only going to fall back to us. That was meant for Gonçalves. It was meant for Andreas Sheldrick, but never mind. Wimmer. Corner. I don't think they're going to take me off here. No. Deschamps Bernard going off. And Gallardo, the fullback, coming on rather than Gallardo, the goalkeeper. That could be flicked on here. It's Baumgartner that gets to it, but the loose ball is going to fall from Manchester United man. I'll just help that on its way. Okay, it wasn't meant for Sheldrick. It was meant for the man with the blue boots that is tracing back into defence now. So, yeah, I potentially deserve to get subbed out because of my inability to pass the football, apparently, in this game. But some of it hasn't really, specifically speaking, been my bloody fault. If the game actually passed the ball to the man I was aiming at, then that'd be absolutely lovely. Right, let's go on a counter-attack, shall we? I'll let Pascal Struck just run off me there. I'll look to play that through to Andreas Sheldrick, and I will find the man I'm looking for on this occasion. Sheldrick to Gallardo. Gallardo to me. Make me the run. It's a good run. Anthony's in. He's kicked it straight at Pau Torres. McTominay's won it back. Sheldrick. Wimmer. Sheldrick again. There's two of us in the middle, one of which is Anthony. That's Manchester United 2, Liverpool 0, and we will be winning this one, thank you very much. The Premier League title fight is alive and well. Now, if Manchester City could go and drop some points, that would be lovely. And not only would it be alive, it would be alive and kicking. 11 to go. 60 seconds or so to go. Oh, it's decent if the keeper hadn't come for that. I think my guy half committed to a scissor kick volley there. Failed miserably because it didn't even reach him. Lovely first touch by the midfielder there. It was Nunez in the end. I thought it was. Looking for Diallo here. Finding him well. He can't find the ball through, but he's fallen free for me. And I'll look for Anthony here, and he could look back for me. But Struijk has intercepted, but it will be no dice for Liverpool. It's 3 points for the Red Devils here at Old Trafford, and that will please Man United fans very much indeed. What will make them even happier would be 3 points against Leeds as well. Only a 7.3 for me. I think I might drop into the subcategory here with my manager favour. Obviously, we'll train to get me back into the starting lineup. I am ever so slightly into that subcategory. Personally, I think if you get the other two objectives, then you shouldn't get the -5. I think if you get both of the other objectives, then you should break even with your manager favour. Personal opinion. Do let me know what you think in the comments section, because you could get both of those other objectives and an 8.5 when it wants you, or and an 8.4 when it wants you to get an 8.5 and get dropped to the bench. I think that's a bit harsh to do two of the other objectives and not get the match rating, especially when the match rating system is as flawed as it is sometimes. I think it's a bit unfair to knock you out the starting lineup in scenarios like that. Never mind, something for me to give feedback to the devs for, rather than whinge at you guys. Or not whinge, but you know what I mean. Bring it up to you guys on YouTube. I guess getting your feedback on it as well. Your thoughts. Maybe you guys like getting knocked down in your manager favour, forcing you to try and get as solid a possible match rating to force the starting lineup. City have drawn their game in hand at least, so the gap with 5 games to go is 7 points. So there are 15 points available, and Manchester City need 8 to ensure that they win the title. I think, if my maths is correct. We can get to 82, so they need, yeah, because of goal difference, they need 8 to pretty much guarantee it. 9 to absolutely definitively be uncatchable on goal difference and points. Everybody's fit now, which is great. We slowly put in a strong performance here against Leeds at home. So, well, let's go and put in a strong performance here at Leeds at home. We'll go for the passes again. We should be capable of doing that, especially against Leeds. If we can do it against Liverpool, we can do it against Leeds, can't we? Now, back-to-back wins in the Premier League will be lovely. We have been in pretty stellar form with Manchester United this year. It's certainly been a much better season for us in the league here than we had with Newcastle last time we were in the Premier League. That was an awful season. Threatened by relegation for most of that year before pulling for like a 14th place finish, I think, at the end of the year. Now, I didn't score in the game against Liverpool, so I'm still on 32 points and equal with Mo Salah's record. I do need another one at some point to push on and get the record outright myself. That one might come today. Garnacho, it might come now. It doesn't. Justin Bailo makes a good save. It would have been perfect timing, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. Cross will come in from that far side. It's not great, and Jamie Shackleton will just nod that ball away. Castello Jr.'s done well, actually, to knock that around the man. And Bernard Jr., Deschamps Bernard will link up with Castello Jr., but no second opportunity for us here after 12 minutes. It's still 0-0. Well intercepted and given to me, and I'll try and get this to Garnacho if I can. Nice ball into him. He's in the box here. Myself and Andreas Sheldrup back. Oh, not far away, but it was over. It's a nice ball pumped forward. Good header one. Sheldrup. Mateus Nunes. Into me. Feed that in there to Garnacho. This is some good football. I'm going to try for a worldie. Are you ready? Whoa! Bailo looked like he had it covered and then all of a sudden seemed to panic as he got there. He got across to it, positionally, was kind of stood in that corner, set his feet, and then just tipped it over the bar. Well, that would have been a hell of a goal if that had ended up in the back of the net. I'm not going to get to that. Nunez might. Shelter will get to this, though. Can he turn it and get it to me? He can. I'm just going to lay it off, actually. Bernard. I didn't want that again, mate, if I'm completely honest with you, pal. 0-0 after 20 minutes. Kamada. He's in here, Adley, and has Diatta short. Oh, Gallardo, what a stop. He's got no right to save that whatsoever. The difference in having a quality goalkeeper is so obvious to see. Now, I'm not rapid, so I'm going to have to look for support here, but I do have some. And we will find Wimmer, who nearly got nailed there. He could play me through here. I think I just ran offside. Wimmer, he's found me now. Beat the man, bend the shot. No. Wimmer. Sheldrup, a call for a cross. It's coming. Ref? No? Okay. Both of us missed it, I think. Wimmer helps it on to me. And through that gap, it's Garnacho. It's going to fall back to myself. And Bailo will make another save from me in this game. Half an hour in. It's still 0-0. I've had 5 shots already in this first half. This little ball roll by Adley. He's opened the chance up. Vencedor shot blocked and tipped over by Gallardo from Diatta at the second attempt. Leeds look half decent here when they come forward on the counter. It's gone in! It has gone in! Not only are they good from the counter, they're not bad from set plays either. I think that's Crepin Diatta that has buried that header at the near post, and Leeds United lead at Old Trafford. We thought if we lost to Liverpool, it would kill our promotion hopes. It would kill our title hopes. Well, it might be Leeds that take that away from us. Robertson hits him in the chest. It beats the keeper. Robertson can't keep it out, though. It just kind of hits him. It did happen quite quickly, though. Leeds 1. Manchester United 0. It's been all our pressure, and they've been catching us on the counter. And there's a corner kick that comes from all of that counter-attacking. Gets them the first goal of the game. We have got multiple goals in us, though. So we know we still feel like we can win this fixture. I found Sheldrup well. And Wimmer has options. Garnacho could turn. And we're level. Didn't take long. Patrick Wimmer makes it 1-1. We're going to get the ball. We're going back to the halfway line. We're going again. We need more. Lovely response. Kamada. Vencedor. Out wide to Diatta again. Through the gap. Adley. He's let it run a little bit. Puado in. Kamada's got to bury that. I'm sorry, mate, but from that position, not getting it on target is criminal. Leeds could have responded to our response and still gone in at half-time in front. They won't. And Vencedor, Adley, Vencedor, well blocked. Cleared away. Sheldrup. A little 1-2. Lovely, lovely. Keep it going. Wimmer. Sheldrup. Wimmer to me. I think I'm offside. Play to the whistle, though. Oh! And by playing to the whistle, I am onside. Breaking the record. It's now myself that stands alone ahead of Mohamed Salah. 33 goals in a 38-game Premier League season outside of the right boot finish. Wasn't actually into the very top corner, but it's past the keeper nonetheless. 33 for number 10. We're in front against Leeds. The title fight lives, and we've broken the record entirely. Right, now we need 2 more, and I'll beat even Alan Shearer and former Manchester United star Andy Cole. Let's get it done. Shackleton. Inside to Crepin Diatta. He's looking for another equaliser. In fact, not even an equaliser. A second equaliser. It'd be an equaliser for the first time because we equalised on them. They took the 1-0 lead. Here's Diatta again. Nice ball. Oh, it's excellent football. Gallardo, I love you, mate. He's just as good as David De Gea was in his prime. Still not bad in real life, David De Gea. Still one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League. Get rid of it! Smacked away. That's going to fall for me. I'll try and get that to Sheldrup if I can. Just get there ahead of Krall. Oh, I didn't want that. Oh, it was Esteves, not Krall. And Diatta's in. Well, piss. That's 2-2 then. Crepin Diatta has his second. I didn't really want the ball back there. It's cost us a goal. Never mind. We'll just have to go and score again. It's poor from them. Given straight away. Poor from us. Given straight away. Esteves. Kamada. Diatta. Kamada, he's in. Saved comfortably. Had the option out wide that he ignored. Seems like his teammate was quite pissed off at him actually for not playing the through ball. Leeds still want to win this. And they might. Anderson pokes home. Gallardo can't get the ball clear. Leeds are going to go in front for a second time. 1-0 up to 2-1 down. And now 3-2 up themselves. Really odd save from the keeper. He's just kind of battered it. Oh, dearie me. Well, we got all excited when we went 2-1 up. We thought the title fight was still alive and kicking. The legs have stopped kicking. It doesn't look great now. Now we need 2 goals. Might be able to get one here in a minute. Good ball control from me. Looking for the runner. Mateus Nunes back to me. I run straight into a defender. Oh, no! Is this our season? Falling down around us. The song goes, Leeds, Leeds are falling apart again. But unfortunately, our title challenge is the thing that's falling apart here. Cody Drama back to Esteves into Puado. Gallardo stops him from making it 4-2. Oh, God. We need City to drop a lot of points then if we're to win the title from here. Oh, he nearly did it again, Diatta. He's on a hat-trick at the minute. Their 5th corner of the game. Really not long left to go in it now. Get red! Right, I'm running. Kick it. I'm screaming for it. Why would you throw it? Robertson. Run, Ches! Run! I'm going. Support is here. Oh, how's he kept that out? How have they kept that out? No! What on earth? How is it still... Go on, Victor. How is it still 3-2? Asim Hen. That's ridiculous. Keeper's up for this and all sorts. He might be underneath it. Anderson gets rid. I'll call for it at the edge of the box. And I've got some space to get a shot away to. I know that space is gone. We have to look for support. Tess Nunez. You've got support. Is that a foul, ref? I would have loved a free kick there. We're not going to get it. We're not going to get anything from this game, despite myself breaking the goal-scoring record in the Premier League in its modern era. We lose. Well, bollocks. That's not particularly what you want, is it? I get an 8.4. Of course, it wanted an 8.5 from me. So my manager favour is going to drop again. I'm back to the subs bench. Lovely. Right. Diatta hits 2. We got Real Madrid twice in the next episode. We'll support each other. And hopefully things will get better. Can I even train now? Because I had to train to get into the starting lineup for that one. I can. So we'll train and get ourselves back into the starting lineup for the game against Real Madrid. Holy moly. I thought for a minute I was going to have to come off the bench at the Bernabeu. We've not played much in Spain in this save so far. Obviously, we've not played for a Spanish club yet, I'll say. But Real Madrid away is the next fixture. And what does the Premier League look like? I bet Man City won, didn't they? Oh, they drew again! The chance to close the gap to 6. No, to 5 should we have beaten Leeds. Not taken. So the gap now sits at 8 with only 12 available. Oh, a missed opportunity! A real missed opportunity with Burnley in between a Real Madrid sandwich tomorrow. It's going to be bloody difficult. Hopefully straightforward. Bloody difficult again. Oh, what a waste against Leeds. But with City getting back-to-back draws, are they having a wobble of their own? Can we still close the gap? We'll find out in due course. That's all for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to this ChesnoidPlays channel and you won't miss out on any more content. And I'll see you tomorrow.